Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about a dresser drawer that is not sliding smoothly. I'll be going over some easy fixes in this easy tutorial. Let's get right into the video. I'll be going over 5 things that you can do to hopefully get your dresser drawer to slide much more smoothly. Now I'm going to flip my camera screen out so I can see what you all are seeing. We're going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible. This is an Ikea dresser with Ikea drawers. But the tips that I'm going to be giving you will pretty much be able to be applied to any drawer type of system that slides like this. So whether it's an Ikea cabinet or any other brand of sort of cabinet or dresser, you can apply these tips and these strategies and these fixes. So number one, the first thing that you can do is lubricate the track. So on your drawer, there's going to be a track system. Some drawers are able to be removed, like this one right here, okay? And other drawers are pretty much stuck in place. But if you can remove the drawer, you want to remove the drawer and you want to lubricate the track. Now, I would not recommend just going and spraying on any sort of lubricant. You want to aim for a type of lubricant that is more of a dry lubricant. You don't want to get something that's going to drip off. So you want to aim for a type of lubricant that's a dry lubricant that will help you put it on the track to make it slide much more smoothly. You can go with the tracks on the actual drawer and then the track system on the actual cabinet or dresser. So that's number one. Number two is to lubricate the bearings or wheels. Now, these drawers have wheels, right? And these wheels provide a very specific purpose. They help the drawer slide on the track. There are wheels on the drawer tracks, as you can see right over here, and there are also wheels on the actual tracks on the dresser. You want to lubricate those wheels or bearings. If your drawer system uses bearings, you want to lubricate the bearings. And for that, you can use a little bit of a more wet type of lubricant. But at the end of the day, you don't want to use something that's just going to be dripping off there, right? So use it sparingly. I wouldn't recommend spraying the lubricant directly on there. Maybe spray it on a rag and then rub that rag on the wheels or the bearings. You don't want anything just sort of dripping off, on the cabinet or the dresser. So always be careful when you're doing that, okay? Number 3 is tighten the screws on the sides of the drawer. So as you can see right here, on the sides of the drawer, there are screws that are holding the tracks in place. If these screws are loose, they stand a chance at rubbing against the sides of the tracks right there. So if you notice any of these screws are protruding, then tighten them down, okay? And essentially, over the years of opening and closing drawers, if these weren't really tight to begin with, if they were even the slightest bit loose, the vibration of opening and closing the drawer will cause these screws to loosen up, okay? So I'm gonna put this drawer back in place right here, and if you can imagine that, over the course of many years, I'm opening and closing the drawer, right? That vibration might loosen those screws, and if that's the case, you want to tighten them because they might be rubbing against the sides of the tracks, which would cause the drawer to not open and close or not slide smoothly, I should say. Okay? Number 4 is straighten the track. If the track is bent, you want to consider straightening it. What you want to do is look at the track, just have a visual indicator, does it look bent or not? If it's bent or if you hear scraping, then chances are you might have a kink or a bend in the track. You want to straighten it out. This is especially true if you just finished moving the dresser from one room to another, or the cabinet from one room to another. If you just finished moving home, so you finished doing a big move with the dresser, just finished painting a room so you're sliding it around, or just finished installing the dresser. Maybe when you installed it, you bent one of the tracks. So take a look at the tracks and straighten them if need be. Last but not least is number 5. This is the most practical one, and it's probably going to be one of your more common fixes, and that's just to put less weight in the drawer. Each drawer is going to have a support maximum, essentially. If you put too much weight in it, it's going to not slide smoothly. So essentially, if you've jam-packed your drawer with heavy stuff, and it's not supposed to have that kind of weight in it, then remove some weight. And just to test it out, even if you think it is supposed to have that much weight in it, even if you think it's qualified to have that much weight in it, take the stuff out, see if it slides smoother. Because if it does, then that's your solution, right? So it doesn't matter what you think the weight limit is supposed to be, or what you know the weight limit is supposed to be. If the weight is causing it to slide not so smoothly, then you got to remove some of the weight. Spread it out amongst the other drawers, change your system, whatever the case is. Or, maybe you're going to have to reinforce the tracks and buy new tracks. But definitely remove some of the weight in the drawer. That might be your solution. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.